I'm gonna have to seriously consider whether or not. Hi, what are you doing? Shrimpy just crawled through the feeder. The amount of time I've wasted on this today. Good job. Good job. Good morning. All right. I've got this doe that kidded last night. So I had a little bit of trouble getting those kids on her. This little dapple one here caught on right away. This is the one with that crazy udder where it's like heart-shaped and there's really no separation between her udder and her teat. So it's really hard for those kids to get on it. Once they figure it out, they're fine, but it's just gonna take a little bit to get them on. And the other one just does not get it at all. The one next to him, that's the one that was born the night before. You can see it looks scrunched up, like it's just not getting enough. While I was out here last night tubing these guys just to make sure they had a belly full of milk before I went to bed, I decided to tube that other kid too. That doe just doesn't seem to have much milk at all. And that may come yet. I mean, it's only been 36 hours. But I think it might be advantageous to try to get her on a bottle. I've got a little pasteurized milk banked in the refrigerator. My preference is always real milk over a milk replacer. They just do better. So what I'm gonna do is use my easy milker. This doe has so much milk. I think part of it is we just need to empty some of this out to bring that udder up a little bit and give these kids a little bit something easier to grab onto. She's being pretty cooperative so far, so we'll see how it goes. Can you get up? I know you had a long night. I think I've talked about this easy milker before. I don't love it. However, for this shaped udder and teat structure, I do find that it comes in handy. It's really hard for me to milk because there's nothing, it's just hard to hold on to. I don't know if this would work better on like dairy goats where they just plain have much bigger udders and teats, but I find that it has a hard time keeping suction for almost all of my boars. I do prefer usually to just milk by hand, but like I said, for this instance, I think it's gonna be good, and she has really a lot of milk. This is only her second lactation, and with an udder this low hanging, it was not this low the first time, but it was a bad shape. I don't know, I'm gonna have to seriously consider whether or not. Hi, what are you doing? Shrimpy just crawled through the feeder. The feed in here is better. I'm gonna have to seriously consider whether or not I really want to keep her for a third lactation, because I don't really want to have to do this for the first 2 days every time she has kids. But at the same time, I don't know. I mean, I definitely can't keep daughters out of her. I have no idea where she gets this udder from, because her dam does not have an udder like this, and her sire does not have a single other daughter like this. So I don't get it. I have no idea who she inherited this udder from. Oh yeah. That's making a huge difference. I think the kids will be able to get on her much better once I have this milked out. Oh yeah, we're gonna soften it up and get those tits in the air a little higher for you, huh? Okay. There, that actually looks a lot better. Should we help you? Shrimpy, you really need to get out. Shrimpy, get out. You get out. Get out. So you can see Like, I kind of have to keep tipping it. When they first get down here, they can't figure it out, and I have to really lift that udder up. Oh, don't move, Mom. And once I lift it up, then they figure it out and they get down on their knees, but it's that initial, like, they can't find it. And they'll figure it out. They'll develop some muscle memory and kind of know where that is, but it's just hard to get onto. This is just not a good udder. So once this one's got a really good drink, I'll help the other one. And this is the side I milked out. The other side is much bigger. It's just hard to wrap their tongue around it. I've been trying for literally like a half hour to get this thing to drink. It has like zero instinct to suck. She barely sucks on my finger. She'll go and nudge up under her chin and bump at her. But when you get her anywhere near her udder, she just flails and screams like a psychotic idiot. Yeah, you're really dumb. So I don't know. It's not her udder is not the problem. This kid is just that stupid. But she's like vigorous. From the second she was born, she was very vigorous. Like, she's a tail wagger. She's perky. You know, she's not like a dopey, floppy kid. There's just like zero instinct there. I have never had that happen. Normally, if they can't suck, it's because, you know, they're cold or, you know, something, they haven't gotten off the ground right. I've never had like a perky kid that's just too stupid to suck. So I guess I'm gonna have to tube her. Before I'm done with chores today, I'm going to check this one's ketones. She's been laying like flat on her side and acting like she's dying and just been a little more sedentary. Now, part of that's just her personality. She just is like a total goon. But I just want to be sure because she's like, I think the absolute last one in this group that's due. So she's got like a full 2 weeks because there's a big gap between all of these and her. She was bred on the very last day that I pulled the bucks. So she should not be acting this like, oh my gosh, I'm so pregnant, because she's not big at all and she's just acting really dramatic about it. So I'm gonna test her ketones just to make sure nothing's going on there and that she is just being a goon. I'm gonna try a Madigan squeeze on this kid. When this kid was first born, she immediately was like sucking on mom's neck and like reaching and trying to crawl and root around and nurse. And I got her on pretty quick before she was even close to being dried off. And she took a couple really good sucks. And then after that, just like completely lost the desire to suckle. This one is normal. And when you do a little like butt tickle, they immediately should start rooting around and, you know, instantly like bumping the udder like that. Now this one needs a little help to get on just because of her wacky tits, but like this is normal. This one kind of like follows her around, does no rooting, no bumping, and no suckling. I put my finger in her mouth, she doesn't suckle. And the bizarre thing is usually when you have one that doesn't suckle, it's because they're cold, like something's not quite right. You gotta warm them up, you tube them, they get a little time, and then all of a sudden they perk up. Something didn't switch on in its head that says, I need to survive. So the Madigan squeeze is supposed to re-simulate birth and make that switch like turn on, like, oh, I'm being born, like I'm supposed to get up and fight for life. Hi, sweet pea. You are trying very hard. You are trying very hard with your really dumb kid. She's just dumb. Okay, let's do it. Okay. I had to pull her out of there. I tried doing it with Mom next to him, and she couldn't relax because Mom was losing her mind and kept calling her. So then I tried doing it in the pen, and Mom was mad that I had her tied up. So she just can't relax. So it's supposed to kind of put him into almost like a trance, and she couldn't get into the zone. Okay, so that kid's been kind of sleeping in his trance for 18 minutes now. 20 is the ideal. I think I'm gonna try to pick her up and take it off out there by her dough. You gotta be kidding me. You missed it. She instantly started bumping around on her. What are you choking on? Tell her she's got a nurse. And she's showing a little more ambition, but thought I'd check and see if she had a cleft palate, but because that might explain it. Okay, look at what your sister's doing. This is absolutely ridiculous, the amount of time I've wasted on this today. And you are such a good mom. This dough is so incredibly cooperative. Okay, you're gonna ruin this. Okay. I have probably spent 2 hours today trying to get this kid to nurse, and she has had 0 suckle reflex, none. And now she's suckling, so I'm gonna call this success. She's still dumb, and I think it's gonna take her a while to figure this whole nursing thing out. She's gonna need help, but good job. Good job. I have never wasted so much time in my entire life trying to get something to nurse. She's suckling, which she could not do this morning. So, I mean, that's something. I don't know. I need to test that one's ketones. She's pretty psychotic, so I think I'm gonna have to tie her up. She's right there. Maybe I'll be able to sneak up on her. I doubt it. She saw me. She knows I'm after her. Don't put your horn into me. All right. That actually wasn't hard at all. I got her blood on the needle. I just need to bring it to the meter. All right. .4. So she's totally fine, and she is just being a goon. But now I know, and I'm glad I tested her. I mean, these test strips are only like $3.50 a piece. I'd rather test early and save a life than wait and find out. I think I'm gonna set my alarm for an hour and come back out and help that one nurse. I need to go in and eat and fold some laundry and prep supper. So an hour will give me enough time to get that stuff done and come back out and deal with him. I think I'm probably gonna have to milk that dough again too, just because she has so much milk.
Am I just seeing stuff? I swear I saw a baby under you on the camera. Okay, false alarm. I could have swore I saw a kid sitting under her. And then she was pawing at the ground like she was gonna have another one. So, okay, false alarm. It's 3 a.m. and I don't need to be out there.